Hello. It is Thursday morning and it's my day off and I'm working because my dog has to go to the vet, and this is the third dog this month that has to go to the vet. So I need money and I am working an extra day. So I'm working till 1 o'clock today. Then I'm taking my dog to the vet. I made a video the other day that he was making like weird breathing sounds. And I was kind of hoping it would go away, but it hasn't gone away. So I get to take him to the vet next. My other dog had pancreatitis a couple weeks ago, so he had to go. The only symptoms he had was he was just kind of like mashing around his dog food in the bowl, kind of like he couldn't pick up his food. And I thought maybe he had a bad tooth or something stuck in his throat where he couldn't swallow, but they did test, and he had, I don't know anything about this, but he had, what'd she say? Whoa, this dog is old and he's falling over. Calm down. What are you doing? Okay. Anyway, his test was, I think she said, I don't know, 500 or 600, and it's supposed to be 200. So anyway, that was the only symptom. So he's on medication. He's got to take, what is that stuff called? They sprinkle probiotics or prebiotic stuff I got to put on his food for 30 days. He's doing better. So I have two dogs here. They're Cairn terriers. One of them is 14 and one of them is 15. I can't remember which is which, but that's probably why this guy is falling over. Pretty sure last time he was here, he was falling over, or I would be worried something's wrong with him. He might just be doing that. You know, they're scared and they just they give in by falling over. So anyway, I'm going to wash him, load him up with conditioner, and get the other one out. The other one is a wheat, I think it's called wheaten color. This guy gets the same length all over, about an inch all over, and the other one gets a skirt, kind of like a Westie skirt, if you know what that is, but I will be showing you. So, okay, so I'm putting on this conditioner now, or I should say I'm rinsing it off. I don't know if there's something wrong with him or if he's just relaxing. I don't know what he's doing. But like I said, I'm pretty sure he did this last couple times. Well, by the looks of it, I don't think he's going to mind me blow drying him. Yeah, I think he's just going to lay there and relax. Hey, he can magically stand up. Once I turn the dryer off, he's okay now. I think he's just trying to lay down low and hide from me. Are you okay? Yeah, he's okay. All right, my next dog is the other Cairn terrier, and she is facing the back of her cage because she is blind and deaf. So, I'm right here. It's like you can't really knock on the door before you open it. I'm right here. There we go. Let's get in the bathtub. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to put her over here in the tub. These old dogs, they can be a little tricky for grooming because they do not see you. They can't hear you. So you have to go really slow. That's okay, because I'm only doing 2 dogs today. And I don't have to rush. We can just take our time and make some videos. Whew, that one eye. That eye looks painful. Excuse me. Ooh, ooh. It's kind of red in there too. It's white and it's red. All right, load her up. They're both girls. That other dog, I kept saying he. It's a she. I can't work and talk. It's too hard. So keep in mind, half the time I'm going to say he and she, and I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to be very careful around her face because she might have bad teeth too, and if she's in pain, she might bite me for messing with her face. So I got to be very careful. Even though, you know, normally they don't bite, but when they get old, you don't know what they feel like. You know, they're in pain, everything hurts. They don't want to be messed with. We're just going to go slow. Plus, her face is really stained up. So that tells me something's going on with her mouth. So I don't know. Plus, these 2 guys have been coming here since they were puppies. And she went somewhere else last time because she couldn't get in here. And like, I don't have any openings for 2 months. And I don't know, she couldn't wait. So she went somewhere else. And the other dog, that dog would not come in the door this morning. It was really scared, and it's never acted like that before. Never. I mean, they usually come in and they're really happy. Maybe it's because they can't see. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything happened, but I'm just saying they were being weird this morning. They probably didn't feel like getting out of bed and coming in here. It's cold outside, and I really didn't either. You know what I did last night? I shouldn't even tell anybody. I mean, if you want entertainment, I will tell you how weird I am. I have to sleep on the floor with my dogs. I literally put blankets on the floor. I have to sleep on the floor with my dogs. I slept downstairs because my 4 dogs are old and they have to poop and pee all night. And they're getting me up all night to let them out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. I don't have cages for them because I got rid of them because they don't need them because they're housebroken. But now that they're old, they can't hold it that long. And if I don't keep letting them out, they just go to the bathroom all over the house. And they can't really do the stairs that well. And my bedroom was upstairs. So I have to camp out downstairs next to the door. So in case they need to go out, I can just let them out because I'm afraid if I have to go up and down the steps all night, I'm gonna fall down the steps. I can't see in the dark. Plus they're like running around your feet and they're gonna trip me. So I literally have to camp out downstairs on the floor for these dogs. I can't believe I'm telling anybody that, but it's true. If not, I will wake up to accidents and pee spots all over the house. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to put some conditioner on her and then blow dry her. And then I'm going to get the other one back out and start her haircut. Okay, I'm going to start off with the darker one. I think it's, she's Brindle. I don't know the real name for her color. But she is Brindle. You can see it when her hair is cut. Okay, so I'm going to finish blow drying her. And I got to check my notes, but I think she's getting a number 2 comb all over with a short, round face. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Just turning my fan on. Got a fan right here to help her dry while I'm drying her back end. While this fan is helping her dry, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the pads for feet. I'm shaving them out with a 30 blade. This back leg is going in. This is the problem right here, this leg. She's holding it up and she's tucking it in. Okay, I just cleaned and disinfected my comb attachment blade. This is a number 2 comb, and that's what she is getting. It looks like, okay, so these dogs, this one gets the same length all over, like an inch left all over. The other one, the Wheaton colored one, she gets a skirt. But wherever she went last time, it looks like they gave them both a skirt. So I am taking this off because she gets a different haircut. Thing about these comb attachments is they always get jammed up in the hair. Still a little bit damp. That's why it's catching the thick undercoat underneath. So I'll just go slow. Just remember, she's still drying as we're going. I mean, some groomers completely dry the dog before they groom them, and the dogs don't like the hair dryer. So I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. She can dry as we go. All right, I'm just going to brush her a little bit to help the comb go through her hair. This is a comb, not a comb that you're thinking of, this comb attachment. Just kind of remove some of this undercoat. I'm going to use my 10 blade to shave under her tail and her belly where she goes potty. Then I'm going to come back and trim her feet and cut her nails. I always use a 7 blade for the insides of the back legs. Hold on, it's got some mats in here. I like to shave this out really short because, like I always say, when they pee all over themselves and it gets stuck in their hair. So I'm taking the inside of the back legs really short. Her mom likes a longer tail, so it's kind of short right now. So I'm just going to neaten it up. Because normally Cairn terriers have a shorter tail, but mom likes it long. So I'm just taking the edges off. Just combing it all down and out and trimming up the sides. I just trimmed up this back leg and I cut her back nails. And I'm working my way around to her front leg. Even though I used that clipper blade on her legs, I still have to go back and trim them all up because it does not get all the hair off. She's standing very good. I didn't know if she was going to be able to stand up. She's fine. She just gets nervous and then she just shuts down and lays down and doesn't want to act like she's here. This little girl gets a number 2 on everything. She gets the same length all over. Gets a 2 on her head. And a nice short face. I'm done with all her legs and her feet. All her nails are cut. And I'm working my way around to her face. She's also getting her teeth brushed today too. We are almost done. I'm just trimming up her eyes. I just shaved the tips of her ears with a 10 blade. See, and I trimmed them up, made them nice and pointy. Trim her eyes. Brush her face and trim up her face nice and short. If you leave too much hair on their mouth, it's just going to get matted. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants a matted dog. Well, actually, some people do want a matted dog. I've had people come in with their dogs all matted, and if you're a groomer, you know, and they like it. It's like totally matted. They like that scruffy look, and they think that they're just scruffy, and I'm like, oh my God. And they don't want them shaved, but I shave matted dogs. And she's got some mats in her face. I'm going to shorten this up. Some people think that mats are just fluffy. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know if you can see, but she's got big mats in her face. There's a big one there. And I do not brush out mats. I cut out mats. And like I've shown y'all before, I have this little sign right here. I will not brush out mats. They will all be cut out. Can you see that? I don't know. There we go. Anyway, that's my number 1 rule. If you're a groomer and you like to brush out mats, you go right ahead. I cut them out. Plus, I can smell this dog's breath. She's got bad teeth, so her mouth probably hurts anyway, and I am not brushing her face. Well, I'm not brushing it hard. So I'm just going to find all the mats and snip them out, because she wants the face short anyway. Then I'll just shorten it up and neaten it up. See, there's that big mat right there. So cut that off. And now I can brush it out. Okay. Okay, this little girl's getting her teeth brushed with a little pink toothbrush, if she'll let me. She's always been good about it, but when they get older, you never know. And she's letting me. Yep, good girl. Get some more toothpaste. Keep on going. Pulling her lip out and getting the back ones too. Not many people can say that they brush dogs' teeth for a living. Who would have thought I'd be doing this? I always think, I can't believe, when they started teeth brushing at PetSmart, I was like, because that's where I started at PetSmart, and we were just cutting hair and stuff. They came up with the teeth brushing idea, and I was like, no way am I brushing dogs' teeth. I'm not doing it. I thought they wouldn't let me. But look at this. They let you. It's this one I think is this beef flavored? Beef flavored, chicken flavored, I don't know. They let me do it. I've never not been able to brush their teeth. Of course, if they didn't like it, I would stop. You know, I wouldn't force it, but they let me. This little girl is ready to go. I'm going to spray her down with some conditioning spray. Wipe her down with a baby wipe. And make sure her face is nice and clean with some water. All right, and dress her up. We have, what do we have here? She's going to get fire. Of course, we had to put a little diamond on the fire. Super cute. Good girl, you're all done. Okay, I'm going to go get her friend out. Let's go. All right, I'm going to get out Cairn Terrier number 2. Okay. I'm going to go slow because she can't see me or hear me, but she can smell me. All right. Got her harness here so I can get her ready at the end. I like to have all the dogs ready with their collars and everything on when their owners come, because then they get excited and they start jumping around and acting crazy, and you can't get their leash or their collar or their harnesses on because they are ready to go. All right. I'm going to finish drying her real quick. Then she's getting a Westie cut with the skirt and like the Westie head. She's pretty much dry. Like with the other dog, I have my fan going here. So I'm going to get my 2-blade, 2-comb attachment. It's loud, it's vibrating, but I don't know what it's doing. She's slowly going down. I'm just brushing her, and I'm going to brush out her tail. Whoop. She's very fragile. Just, yeah, something's wrong with her back end, but we're going to get this done. You don't have a choice. You got to be beautiful. Okay. Got my scissors here. Doesn't want me touching her tail. See how she's pulling it? She doesn't like that. Excuse me. Let's just get this over with. We don't have a choice. I have a stupid question. I should know this. Is a dog's tail part of their spine? Is it? Or is it something else? Just because I figure a lot of old dogs don't like their tails touched. And I wonder if their tails can get arthritis in them. I don't know. I don't know. I always wonder that. I'm not a vet. I'm a dog groomer. I'm just a hairstylist, guys. So. I trimmed up all her feet. I'm working my way around to her last foot. because I didn't trim up all her feet. I trimmed 3 feet. It's hard for me to talk. I'm busy. So you're just going to deal with me messing up all the time. All right. Plus, I got to concentrate on dogs. Like, I got to be careful. Like, any minute they could bite me, or I could drop my scissors. Like, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. So I'm just going to kind of ramble on and not make any sense while I'm grooming. Her nails are pretty short, but I'm just going to get my clippers here and take off the very tips of her nails. I don't know if she's had them cut recently or if they're just worn down, but they are pretty short. And in case you don't know, there is a vein in the nails and they will bleed if they cut too short. Check for dew claws. You got a dew claw. Put the tip off that. Okay. Can I have your foot, please? Thank you. Okay, I'm pretty much done with her body. Now I'm going to trim up her face, brush her teeth, and dress her up. Got a lot of mats around her eyes. It looks to me like she's been rubbing. I don't know if they're putting, her mother might be putting medication in her eyes. I'm not sure. Or she's rubbing her eyes. But you can see all this staining. Something's going on with her eyes. I can brush your face. Can I brush your face? Feels like it's matted. So I'm going to go in and cut out these mats. It might, I don't know, there might not be much left, but let me see here. I'm not brushing this out, all these little mats, because old dog usually means bad teeth, and if she's in pain, I'm not pushing on her face. Okay. So I can feel tangles right there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to use my chunkers here. Maybe I can just thin this out. Excuse me. Thin it out. Maybe then I can brush it. Okay, I'm going to trim up her ears. If you're trying to groom your dogs at home, you need a comb and a brush, not just a brush, not just a comb. Because combs can do things that brushes can't do. Like it can go through all the way to the skin, where a brush, you're really going to have to scrape the dog, and it doesn't really, I mean it does a little bit, but it doesn't really separate the hairs like a comb does. She's got all these little tangles around her eyes. I wonder if she's rubbing her eyes on the carpet. You know how they do that. She's getting tired, so she is just going to lay down for the rest of her grooming. I got my 10 blade. Going to shave out the corners of her eyes. me. So now I'm just going to trim up her face nice and short. Got something stuck in here. What is that? Oh boy, I can't get that out. It's like a scabby, sticky thing. I'm just going to leave it. God, I don't want to mess with anything that's stuck to the skin. I'm not a vet. I'm just a hairstylist. And I don't want to be responsible for any scabs or any irritation, any sores. Like if you bring me a dog that has a mat that's stuck to the skin, I'm leaving it. It's not my job. I work around scabs. I don't rip them off. Some groomers might, and you go right ahead, but I'm not. It's all tangled up in here. Excuse me. She's almost done. I'm going to take my skip tooth blade, my 7th skip tooth. You see how the teeth skip? It's like pointed every other tooth. 7th skip tooth. And it's good for neatening up dogs. So I'm just going to go over her skirt and skim off any scraggly hairs that are sticking out. Then I'm going to brush her teeth and dress her up. She did very good. She's getting tired towards the end, but she's back up. Took a little break. Just go behind your ear. All right, her face, of course, is still a little uneven. Just go over this one more time underneath. Check this side. She doesn't want her face touched, so it's just going to have to be. It's going to have to be whatever it is. All right. Good enough. Good enough. I'm so annoying. I just can pick and pick and pick and pick. At some point you got to stop. Excuse me. Okay, I'm done. She is ready to go, and anybody that made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you watching. I struggle with like what to film, because maybe you want to see how the feet are trimmed. Maybe you want to just watch the whole grooming. I don't know. Maybe you just want to watch a dog get her teeth brushed and nothing else. So I never know how long to make the video. I can't cut everything out because then you won't see me grooming the dog. So it's like, do I make it long? Do I make it short? I could make it 10 minutes long. I don't know. I'm winging it. And since there's no comments in the comment section, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Wiping her face off with water. I don't know if this is a scab right here. I don't want to pick at it. It's a little black thing, and I don't want to pick at it. Like I said, I'm not a vet, and I don't want to be responsible for anything that bleeds. So I'm leaving it. You guys, it's kind of like when you get your house clean, the housekeeper comes, and you got to clean up your mess before the housekeeper comes. Because they're not going to come in and organize and do anything. They're not going to do your dishes. They're going to clean around everything. Well, grooming is the same thing. I groom around all the scabs and sores. I'm not messing with them. So if you got a hard eye booger right there that seems like it's going to bleed, I'm not picking it off. Okay. She is getting blue with a yellow bone. And it's a tie-on bandana, and you're all done. Dress you up, and we are running right on time. I told her mother that they would be done by 11, and it's about 10:37-ish. So we're doing good on time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Say goodbye to everybody. Hey, let's go. She knows she's done. She knows. They know as soon as I put the bandana on that it's all over. All right. This is so sad. Look at this girl. She's blind. So she is facing the back of her cage, and she's deaf. So she's just going to sit here backwards and wait for her mother. Aw.